40 go long. For all those that bet against me, middle finger, you was dead wrong. This is Starlight and Hell King gone. Manifest your journey and shine on. Champion zone. It's time to rebuke these institutes, salute the fruit, and suit the scoop, the scoop, the smith to roll. Talking about these leeches, fighting the bitches, other nation neglect the golden rule. Black of the berry, sweeter than juice. If you nourish the roots, a good harvest to you. Make sure you prune that dead weight so the next year it'll come back to you times two. Remember, a seed's plant dark, this journey starts only when it gets to light. Lodge in the shade of the other trees are being trampled just so we can touch the sky. So if you see one standing alone, weather the storm and everyone a man's demise. So the next time you want to be successful, think it is when you want your piece of the pie. Be a master with that yo shit. Compound and that's a toe shit. Pedal it to that metal till you a master just like Roshi. I stack it and roll, pack it up, bust it up with my people. Jug it, I reinvest, living off dividends in small percentages just because I down for so long. I'ma be like, hold on. Boy, you gotta like to shine, yeah. Get your flame on. Been under a push of this 40 go long. For all those that bet against me, middle finger, you was dead wrong. This is Starlight and Hell King gone. Manifest your journey and shine on. Champion zone. Stumbling, find my way, running. Steady, I'm on pace, you've been. Pocket throwing shade, I've been trying to stay out the way just to get my piece of the cake, but you steady wanna hate, pray the Lord that made my table, put my blessings up in your face. Engine sits so cold, here's a plate, have a taste. Here's a drink, even hot cold, stay up in your face. I've been down for so long, I'ma be like, hold on. Boy, you gotta like to shine, yeah. Get your flame on. You've been under a push and it's 40 go long. For all those that bet against me, middle finger, you was dead wrong. This is Starlight and Hell King gone. Manifest your journey and shine on. Champion song.
All right. Clap it up. All right, it's the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General YAHANNA. It is Monday, the history class, where we break it down line upon line, precept upon precept, here a little, there a little, using external references to support and back up internally what's in the Bible. Before we get started with class, if you are on Facebook, go ahead and like and follow the page. If you are on Clubhouse, go ahead and click that house button and follow the house, share the room. If you are on YouTube, make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. All right, we are still in Genesis. All right, we are in chapter 36. Basically, breaking down the lineage of Esau, and we left off, why Jacob and Esau had to separate. They had to separate for the same exact reason that Lot and Abraham had to separate, because the wealth of Abraham's household unto Isaac has just grown to a number to where, I mean, they can't even dwell in the city. Like, the city couldn't even hold Jacob and Esau. So Esau, as we're about to find out, his heritage, he was given Mount Seir, just like Ishmael was given 12 princes that would become a mighty nation, right? So this is kind of where we are. We like mid into 36, and we are going to jump into 37. So let's see. Yeah, just started whoever's reading started Genesis 36 and 6, which is basically where I stopped off talking. And then we're gonna jump around into the genealogy of Esau, the key factors, and then we're gonna get on into 37. All right, go ahead.
Con, I don't want con. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 36, verse 6.
Mm-hmm.
And Esau took his wives and his sons and his daughters and all the persons of his house and his cattle and all his beasts and all his substance,
Mm-hmm.
which he had got in the land, of Canaan,
Mm-hmm.
and went into the country from the face of his brother Jacob.
Verse 7.
For their riches were more than that they might dwell together.
Mm-hmm.
And the land wherein they were strangers could not bear them because of their cattle.
All right, so we already know that Abraham was called a mighty prince in the land, right? So let's find out what Isaac was called. Somebody give me Genesis 26 and 12. You're gonna read the verse 14.
Con Adawan Khan. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 26, verse 12. Then Isaac sowed in the land and received in the same year 100-fold, and the Lord blessed him.
All right. So Abraham was already known as a mighty prince in the land. He had mass livestock. He had mass maid servants and man servants. You know what I'm saying? And you know he just and silver and gold, right? And then Isaac took what his father had after he died, and he said he got tenfold,
100-fold,
20-fold.
100-fold.
All right. So let's Malaki, let's just say Abraham, all he had was $5 million, right? Do the math. What's 5 million times 100? Is what? That mean he got 500 million. Huh?
Right.
If all his daddy had was 5 million and he invested what his daddy had in the land and he got 100-fold, that's 500 million, man.
Right.
You understand? That's a crazy number.
Right.
In 1 year. You understand? Keep reading.
And the men waxed great and went forward and grew until he became very great.
Mm-hmm.
For he had, verse 14, for he had possession of flocks and possession of herds and great store of servants. And the Philistines envied him.
You understand? When you grow to a certain point, you understand, your neighbors are going to envy you.
Right.
You understand? Now, it shouldn't be that way.
Right.
You understand? Because all you doing is what you're supposed to do, being a good steward over what the Lord has given you. You understand? And when you're a good steward over little, the Lord is going to bless you with much. Right?
Right.
But those that are not good stewards, that what's the only thing that comes to a dream? Or what's the only thing that comes to a dreamer?
Drink.
Sleep.
Sleep.
You know what I'm saying? You know, you can say, you know, you want to get a old school box Chevy and you know, restore it, you know what I'm saying, and put some things on it and roll down the street, you know, on slab day. But if you never put money aside, you know what I'm saying, if you never go to these scrapyard auctions to see if you can get a shell of a box Chevy, you know what I'm saying, or you get the rusted out shell of a box Chevy, but it just sit in the backyard and you don't work on it every weekend, you know what I'm saying, it'll never happen. You understand? It takes consistent work to build. It don't matter. It don't matter how long it takes, as long as you taking on a little by little, day by day, week by week. You understand? I'm not gonna say Rome wasn't built in a day, Israel wasn't built in a day. You understand? So it takes work, and most importantly, it takes consistency. You understand? And those that are lazy, nothing is going to come to them. But when they watch you get what you're supposed to get because you've been working it, and they can't say, you know, he just got it by any means. No, he been out here putting in work. You know what I'm saying? So you can't get mad when, you know, he got a thriving business, you know, 10 rental properties, you understand? And, you know, him and his wife or wives take trips, you know what I'm saying, every year out of the country. They saved and worked for that. All right? If y'all grew up together, you had the same amount of time that he had. You understand? But his neighbors envied him. Now, Jacob and Esau, they grew up in the household of Isaac.
Right.
You understand? They learned the ways of Isaac. Now, remember, I told you it's two types of son. It's one type that you know, you can just tell them and they'll do it, and it's the other one they got to find out by experience. Esau was the cunning one that had to learn by experience. You feel me? But he went out and experienced, you know, and he gained wealth from his experience. You understand? And Jacob left his father's house because that was what he was instructed to do, and he followed orders. And while he was in his uncle's house, he went and ascertained wealth and brought back wealth with him to his father's house, right? So much so on the way back, because he thought his brother was going to kill him, he had so much wealth and livestock that he was going to give his brother basically $750,000 in livestock as a gift, and it wouldn't hurt him. Right. Brother, that's not a light thing. So imagine his brother having what he got, and then Jacob, who is now Israel, having what he got, and then they coming back to their father's house with all that they got. Brother, that's a kingdom, brother. Right. You know what I'm saying? His daddy got, Isaac got his servant's house. Right. Esau got servants in his house, and then Jacob got servants in his house, and they both had crazy amounts of servants. You understand? That is a kingdom. So when his father died, it was so much so that they couldn't dwell together. You know what I'm saying? So Esau went on his way, you know what I'm saying? And then Jacob dwelled in his father's land. I mean, as we're about to find out. Let's get back to Genesis
36,
36 and read 7 going into 8.
Con out of one con. For the riches were, verse 7, for their riches were more than that they might dwell together. And the land wherein they were strangers could not bear them because of their cattle.
Because of their what?
Their cattle.
You understand? Like, bro, Esau had his own cattle that grew.
Right.
Jacob came with Laban's entire fortune, right, and livestock. You know what I'm saying? Right. So much, like, bro, $1 million worth of livestock. Right. That's a lot of livestock, man. Go ahead.
Sure, I done see what they done sold $1 million out of one.
$1 million.
I done seen bull get sold for $1 million.
Yeah, but this ain't. We talking about $1 million in gold. So we talking about silver and gold.
Right.
You understand? That ain't $1 million.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We talking about shekels of silver and gold. That's the currency back then.
Right.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So matter of fact, somebody just look up 1 ounce of gold. Well, I know the amount because I watched the gold exchange. It's $1,969 per ounce of gold. So somebody multiply $1,969 times $1 million. Tell me what you get. I know it's a crazy number.
What's the number again?
$1,969. That's how much an ounce of silver costs. Multiply that times $1 million.
That's crazy.
Well, you said say that one more time, nephew. Give nephew the mic. Give nephew the mic. What you say, nephew?
Like it, sir. But I cannot read this number.
You know what I'm saying? He said I don't even think this number exists, sir. You know what I'm saying? I don't think this level of wealth exists. They don't even have a CPU memory bank to describe this amount of money. Go ahead.
It got letters in it.
It got what in it?
It got letters in it.
You ever seen a number that got letters in it, Doc?
La.
He done broke the calculator. You know what I'm saying? That's what you come from, Doc. That's what you come from. You know what I'm saying? That's why it said that the land couldn't hold them no more. You understand? That Esau had to go to a new land just for his livestock. All right. Go ahead, read verse 8.
Verse 8. Thus dwelt Esau in Mount Seir.
Mm-hmm.
Esau is Edom.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 9.
All right. So that's Esau's heritage, Mount Seir, right? You understand? So from now on, we about to go down like some generations of Esau. We're gonna highlight a couple of them. We're probably gonna jump around to the important ones, and then I'm gonna bring out something heavy in Hebrew. What you got, Sapar?
So like, if I may, like, isn't the ancient ruins at Petra, are those the ruins of Edom, like when they first got established as a nation?
I gotta look into that. I'll get back to you on that one next week. I know it's somewhere around that area, but I don't know if that's the exact grounds where it was established at. But I might be able to tell you after class, but I'm gonna tell you to because I want you to ask me that question again next week because I'm pretty sure it's somebody else on here that wants to know.
Sir.
All right, go ahead.
9 out of 1?
Yes.
Gotcha. Verse 9. And these are the generations of Esau, the father of the Edomites in Mount Seir. Verse 10. These are the names of Esau's sons.
Mm-hmm.
Eliphaz, the son of Adah, the wife of Esau. Ruel, the son of Bashemath, the wife of Esau.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 11. And the sons of...
Hold on. Read verse 12 again.
We didn't get to 12 yet.
Oh, my bad, brother. I thought my bad.
That was 10 out of 1.
My bad.
Gotcha. This is verse 11. And the sons of Eliphaz were Timon,
Mm-hmm.
Omar, Zepho,
Mm-hmm.
and Gatam, and Kenaz.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 12.
Yeah, come on.
And Timnah was concubine to Eliphaz,
Mm-hmm.
Esau's son, and she bore to Eliphaz Amalek.
Mm-hmm.
These were the sons of Adah, Esau's wife.
All right. So who was Amalek?
Amalek is the son of Eliphaz.
But I got that. It literally just said that, sis. Yes, but that's not. I mean, we ain't. I don't want to go there yet. But who? Go ahead. She just said that, brother. Yeah. All right. Before that, who was Amalek in the Bible? Go ahead.
Enemies to Israel.
How are they enemies to Israel? What happened for them to become enemies to Israel? All right, somebody give me Exodus 17 and 8. And then Malachi, give me 1 Samuel 15 and 2.
Con out of 1 con. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 17, verse 8. Then came Amalek and fought with Israel and Rephidim.
That's it.
That's it.
All right. So when Israel came out of Egypt and came into the wilderness, right? Amalek didn't think, oh, these sojourners are our kinsmen, right? They thought it was like, well, shoot, they weak right now. We know what their potential is. Let's go ahead and wipe them out. You understand? Like they, cause this is let's see. Yeah. So this is they know what our birthright is, right? They know what belongs to us. Because after this, you know, this is when we get the kingdoms, when we, you know, when Solomon and King David, King Saul, that's after this, right? But the children of Esau know more than anybody what our birthright is. So when we came out and when we were weak as a nation, and they was like, instead of giving us a helping hand, you understand? Because what does the Lord do for people that give out a helping hand to the children of Israel? Right. They say it on the mic.
He blesses the mighty one.
Like prime example, like Rahab, right? You understand? Eleazar, you know what I'm saying? That was Abraham's right hand man, his servant. You know what I'm saying? Like if the people that you serve is wealthy, you know, quite naturally, they're gonna break you off. You know what I'm saying? So, but instead, they decided to try and to destroy them. So let's find out what the Lord said because of it. Give me what you got, nephew.
This is the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 15, verse
2.
Verse
And
2.
you're gonna read the verse 3.
Thus saith the Lord of hosts, I remember that which Amalek did to Israel, how he laid wait for him.
He said, I'm gonna forget.
I remember that which Amalek did to Israel, how he laid wait for him in the way when he came up from Egypt.
Keep reading.
Now go and smite Amalek.
Do what?
Smite Amalek.
Be friends with him.
Smite Amalek.
Walk hand in hand with them.
Smite Amalek.
Make contracts and covenants with them.
Smite Amalek. And utterly destroy all that they have.
Just take a couple of things.
Utterly destroy all that they have.
Just take what they took from you.
Utterly destroy all that they have. And spare them not.
And do what?
Spare them not.
You understand? Show them mercy.
Spare them not. And
spare them not. You understand? The Lord don't forget nothing. Go ahead. What you got? Give him the mic.
One, that's when he was talking to Saul, right? We wouldn't even be dealing with these people today if he would have just killed them all.
Right. You know what I'm saying? And for those that know, what did Saul do? Did Saul kill them all?
Nah, he brought back the king and
they livestock
and women and children.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
And they riches like they gold and
right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was supposed to burn it to the ground. Everything. You understand? Let me ask you a question, right? I know this is going to be a really hard lesson, right? But if you at war with somebody, right, and you let the women and children live, what's going to happen? Go ahead, Malaki.
They'll repopulate.
I mean, yeah, but what's going to happen, sis? Right. If you got, if you in the land, right, of the man that you know beyond reasonable doubt, let's say you 5 years old and you love your daddy, and every day you wake up, you got to see the reason of the man who took your daddy away. You know what I'm saying? As a little kid, you know, little kids, they don't got no buffer. They was like, I hate you. I hate you. And that hatred is going to grow into them every day that they look at you and say that they hate you. And then when they get old enough, when they learn to have that buffer, they'll play like they're your servant. And then they'll try and overthrow your kingdom. You understand? This is why it's important to follow orders. All right. Let's get back to it. In 36. What was we at? 36 and 13.
Con out of one con. Verse 13. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 36, verse 13. And these are the sons of Ruel, Nahath, and Zariah, Shama, and Mazah. These were the sons of Bashemath, Esau's wife. Verse 14. And these were the sons of Alimbama. That's right? Alimbama.
It is, but it ain't, because I don't want to give it to you yet, because I'm gonna drop something on you. It's gonna blow your mind when we get down to verse 18.
Okay.
Go ahead, keep reading. Just keep reading, brother.
The daughter of Anah, the daughter of Zibeon, Esau's wife, and she bore to Esau Jeush, and Jalam, and Korah.
Let's breeze through them. Come on.
Verse 15. These were dukes of the sons of Esau.
These were what?
Dukes of the sons of Esau.
What is it? Does anybody know what a duke is? Go ahead.
Like a nobleman, like a head, how like a prince or a king or something.
Watch this. Does anybody know what duke is in Hebrew? I'm gonna blow your mind when you say, gonna be like, oh man.
Son?
You hear it all the time.
An officer.
Let's see. Somebody said, Maurice said a president or a ruler. You close. I know somebody know it. Hey, Ron, what you say when the generals come in all the time? Right. You understand? The word duke in Hebrew is alawap.
Yeah.
You understand? Which means chief.
Oh.
Right.
Yeah.
And this should further let you know, furthermore, that the Native Americans, you know, not only are our brothers, but they are definitely the children of Israel, because they still operate like this. Right. You understand? Like the people that my family come from, right? The Choctaw, they're under the Mississippian chiefdom, right? So there's one head chief that's like Marcia Spears said, it's like a president, right? And then you have chiefs that run provinces under him, kind of like governors, right? Go ahead, Sapar. Or in this case, in the scripture, dukes. But go ahead.
And so like what makes that so heavy, you know, like when we used to study like Shakespeare in school, like the titles of the people that was ruling in the Dark Ages, like Macbeth and stuff, their titles was called Duke.
Right. You understand? So, and that's what makes this country so diabolical, because when they wrote the United States Constitution and ratified it, no man is allowed to have title in America. Right. When the people, when they came here, that were already here, you know what I'm saying, the Native Americans, right? They already had titles. They already had a governmental structure, right? In your spare time, look up the Mississippian chieftain, right? That's not just the state of Mississippi. The Mississippi chieftain went from Texas to Florida, right, North and South Carolina, and stopped at Virginia, right? What's crazy about that is That is a quote unquote place where the quote unquote slave trade happened. You understand? So when they got here, the government and power structure they set up is after our government and power structure, right? Yeah. That's why it's called the judicial system. What is the key word in there? Jew. That's why when you go to court, you're judged by how many amount of your peers. Because when they would have major council, you know what I'm saying? They would have a representative from each tribe there. You understand? When they would decide on major matters, there would be a representative of each tribe there. Right? That's also why you have a governor of each state, because there's an elder, right? An I.S.U.P.K, a chief of each tribe. You understand? Right. All of this comes from our governmental structure, which is our culture. Right. You understand? All right, keep reading.
Verse 15. These were dukes of the sons of Esau, the sons of Eliphaz, the firstborn son of Esau, Duke Teman, Duke Omar, Duke Zepho.
So these are all the head chiefs of the family of Esau, right? Just like the head chiefs, right, of the family of Jacob are the 12 tribes of Israel. Right? Keep reading.
Duke Kanaz, verse 16. Duke Korah, Duke Gotham, Duke Amalek. These are the dukes that came of Eliphaz in the land of Edom. These were the sons of Adah. Verse 17. And these are the sons of Ruel, Esau's son. Duke Nathan, Duke Zerah, Duke Shammah, Duke Mezah. These are the dukes that came of Ruel in the land of Edom. These are the sons of Bashamah, Esau's wife.
All right, verse 18.
Verse 18. And these are the sons of Ahala.
All right, so this is where I wanted you to get to. All right. Somebody turn the camera to the board. Somebody turn the camera to the board. Give me your mic. Yeah, you take the part mic. Somebody turn the mic to the board. Check. All right. So this is what I love about the scriptures, man. You know what I'm saying? Like when you find hidden gems like what I'm about to show you. You know what I'm saying? When I found this out in the scriptures, my mind was blown. It just solidified even more. All right, go ahead and read that scripture, verse 18.
Verse 18. And these are the sons of Ali-Bama, Esau's wife. Duke Jeush, Duke Jalam.
All right, we just gonna stop real quick. All right. Now that word ain't what you said, right? Right, it ain't what that word says. Try and read it real slow. What you say, sis?
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? It's what? Alabama, right? Okay, so this further lets you know that the Native Americans are the true children of Israel.
Right.
All right. So that word in Genesis 36 and 18 for one of the wives of Esau is the word. Write it up here real big for you. right. This one don't work. There we go. All right, is Alabama. All right. Okay. All right. And this word is broken up into from two root words. All right. The first root word is Allah. All right. Strong's concordance number is H168. All right, which means it means what? No, that ain't what it means. No. All right, so this isn't Allah, right? As in as in power, you know what I'm saying, talking about God, right? This is Allah, all right? This means like tent or residence. All right. All right, and then you have Bama, all right, which is H1116, all right, which means high place. All right, a ridge or mountain. All right, okay. Does anybody know what is specific about the state of Alabama? Anybody? Blow my mind. And keeping in thought what the name Alabama means. Does anybody know what is specific about the state of Alabama? Sapar?
Like, is it the racism?
In line with the name.
Oh, okay. Like the hills and valleys.
It's the what?
The hills and valleys.
Not even necessarily hills and valleys. It is the beginning of the Appalachian Mountains.
Oh.
Right. So, we got two main mountain ridges in America. You got the Colorado, the Rocky Mountains. You have the Appalachian Mountains. The Appalachian Mountains begin in Alabama, right? Which means resident of high place or mountain. Go ahead, Sapar. Right, because that's right there where the mountain starts. Right. All right. So Alabama is high place, a resident that is a high place, or you can say a high place of power. Right. All right. When you get into to one of my favorite books, The History of the Native Americans by James A. Dare, this is one of the things that he talks about, right? Talking about the Choctaw, the Creek, and the Chickasaw, who are descendants from the Mississippian chieftains. He talks about Alabama. And the root of Alabama, the word is Hebrew. This is what it means. And now you're seeing it literally in the Bible. Right. You understand? You're not going to get no information like this nowhere else but the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. That's right. All right. Turn the mic. Turn the camera back. All right. Take the mic. You got this out. Oh, wow. Appreciate you, brother. All right. Okay. All right. So now you done learned. Something, a nugget. You know what I'm saying? A feather that you can put in your hat. You understand? That you ain't never heard in the Christian church.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't as many times as I didn't heard this story growing up as a kid, I ain't never heard no Christian pastor say this is where the name Alabama comes from. Right. Alabama is a biblical name that is in the Bible. Right. You understand? And what's crazy is Alabama, one of Esau's wives, what's crazy about it is that was his wife that he took in a high place. Because Sierra is a what? Anybody know? It's a what? It is a mountain. It is Mount Seir. And you're going to see Mount Seir pop up over and over, you understand, in the Old Testament. Because that's where Moses went.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
Okay. So you know what I'm saying? You that's a heavy nugget, man. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's get back to it. Verse 19.
I didn't finish 18. I don't want. We just
Go ahead. Go to 18.
Okay.
Really, we're gonna jump around. We're gonna the sons of Esau are important, but we're gonna jump around for time's sake because it's not important with our lineage. Yeah, you can read 19.
Okay, gotcha.
And then from 19, I want you to jump to 38.
Coming out of one con. Verse 19, these are the sons of Esau, who is Edom, and these are their dukes.
Yeah, jump. Yeah, let me see. 36. Yeah, jump to 36.
Verse 36. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 36, verse 36. And Hadad died, and Samlah of Mazrika, who? Mazrika reigned in his stead. 37. And Samlah died, and Saul of Rahabah,
you said it right.
Rahabah by the river reigned in his stead. 38. And Saul died, and Baal-Hanan, the son of Akbar, reigned in his stead.
Verse 30. So now, right? I want to ask you a couple of questions, right? What or who is Baal? Anybody know? Hey, Salakia, Malak, could you give me some ice, Bible shot? It's in the deep freezer. Go ahead. Who knows who Baal is? First you and then Sapar. Here you go.
It's heathen god out of one that they worship back then.
What's specific about the heathen god? Sapar, what you got?
Salakia, the god Baal was the god that the heathens sacrificed their children to.
Right.
In the,
you know what I'm
fire.
saying? And he was a god for harvest and all of this stuff, right? Now, what's crazy about this is Esau, who is Esau's father? Say it on the mic.
Isaac, I don't want.
Right? Did Isaac worship Baal?
I don't want.
Right. How? First off, let me give you this. All right. So, all right. So his name is Baal-Hanan, right? Which the name literally translates to Baal is gracious, right? So how, if Esau is Isaac's son and Isaac is Abraham's son, right? And we all know that Abraham taught his sons the God that they worship. How is it that Baal got in the mix of Esau's line? Go ahead.
Because Esau married strange wives.
Give that brother a hand. Give that brother a hand. You understand? This is perfect example, right, of the scripture that I'm gonna have you pull. Somebody pull Deuteronomy 7:4. Right, somebody pull Deuteronomy 7:4. Right, this is the matter of fact. You can start at. You can read 1-4. You can read 1-4. All right.
1 and 4.
Deuteronomy 7, chapter 1, and read to verse 4. Right. Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 1.
Khan out of one Khan.
Okay.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 1. When the Lord thy God shall bring thee into the land whither thou goest to possess it, and have cast out many nations before thee, the Hittites, the Gershites, the Amorites, the Canaanites, and the Perizzites, and the Hivites.
Does anybody know the first wife that Esau took? What nation was she? I know Sapar know. She was what? Get that brother a hand, right? So off jump, you know what I'm saying? Esau married a so-called African, right? You know what I'm saying? A so-called well, not even so-called. He married a Hamite, right? You know what I'm saying? Which is directly forbidden. And then when we read earlier, when he saw that it displeased his mother and father, what did he try and do?
He went.
Go ahead.
He went. Didn't he get like a family member? Like
what family member did he get?
The Ishmaelite.
Then he went to the Ishmaelites.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He made the wrong choice off rip. Then he was like, okay, well, Pop, instead of going to his father and mother and like, look, Pop, I know I messed up, but I want to do right. Can you choose me a wife? You know what I'm saying? No, he ain't do that. He was like, well, I see that he went and got Jacob. He went and got Jacob a wife from his family. I'ma just go to my uncle, like, man, let me get one of your daughters, huh? You know what I'm saying? When after Abraham died, did you see anything about Jacob messing with his brother? I mean, when you see anything about Isaac messing with his brother? After they buried Abraham, after Ishmael and Isaac buried Abraham, that's what it says. Do you see any interaction of Isaac messing with his brother Ishmael? So do you think if Esau humbled himself and came to his father and was like, hey, Pop, I messed up. You know, I know I can't get rid of my wife. I know that it ain't my way, but I want a wife after your own heart, you know what I'm saying, that you think I should have. Do you think that he would send him to Ishmael? Hell no. You know what I'm saying? Because who is Ishmael tied to? Go ahead.
The Egyptians.
The Egyptians. You know what I'm saying? So they all in bed with Baal. You know what I'm saying? But keep reading where you at in Deuteronomy 7.
And the Hivites, and the Jebusites. And 7 nations greater than you and mightier than thou. Verse 2. And when the Lord thy God shall deliver them before thee, thou shalt smite them and utterly destroy them.
You know what I'm saying? So not only, you understand, you're not supposed to be friends with them, it says for you to smite them. Keep reading.
Thou shalt make no covenant with them.
To make no contracts, to make no agreements with them at all.
Nor shew mercy unto them. Verse 3. Neither shalt thou make marriages with them.
You understand? Neither shall thou what?
Make marriages with them.
Let's find out why.
Thy daughter thou shalt not give unto his son, nor his daughter shalt thou take unto thy son. Verse 4. For they will turn away thy son from following me.
They gonna do what?
Turn away thy son from following me.
Malaki, give me Proverbs 22:6. All right. So this is why it is important for you not to take a wife from another nation, because you'd be a damn fool if you like I said last class. This is the whole situation going on with Jeezy and Lily, whatever her name is, Maylene, whatever her name is. You know what I'm saying? This is the whole debacle of why he got divorced from her, because her daddy wanted them to send the child to wherever she from, whether it's China, Japan, wherever she from, wanted to send the child there for 6 months. You know what I'm saying? What technically is not. Guess what you're supposed to do? If we were in our right order and power structure, when your parents get old, you're supposed to take care of them. You're not supposed to put them in no nursing home. You understand? Because when you have kids, when the kids come home from school, guess who's at the house? The grandparents. You know what I'm saying? And they rear them up the right way. You understand? The way that was taught to them as children, right? So that old soul and that old spirit can stay here because they trained up right and righteously. But Jeezy was like, man, you're not about to send my child, 40,000 miles across the world to live there for 6 months, and they coming back talking about they want to eat some eel and all praise Buddha. You know what I'm saying? He's like, nah, they gonna go straight down in the Marietta, Georgia. You know what I'm saying? Where my people at, because that's her people. You know what I'm saying? And that's where she gonna be. But if Jeezy would have had that mindset from the jump, he would never be in this predicament. That's why the scripture says that my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. What you got, sis? Yeah, the chase was fun. Y'all turning up was fun, but when it come down to raising kids, now it's all about a culture thing. Give me what you got, nephew.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 22, verse 6. Train up a child.
Do what?
Train up a child in the way he should go. And when he is old, he will not depart from it.
You understand? And we know from jump, Esau didn't give a damn about the way he was trained up because he traded his birthright for a meager portion of uncooked stew. Malakia, if I told you had a birthright that was that number that you couldn't even fathom, a number that ain't even been speculated yet, that broke the calculator, that had letters behind the numbers, that it was so much money. You understand? If I told you that you had that, would you trade that for some uncooked beef stew? You know what I'm saying? That's because you be a damn fool. You know what I'm saying? And that's what Esau was. You know what I'm saying? Esau, it wasn't even it was more than $1 trillion. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if anybody know the number, if anybody can pronounce the number of $1,969 multiplied by a million, somebody type in what it ain't. It's past $1 trillion now. Somebody type it in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a ridiculous number. The number's so big. Malachi said the calculator at the end of it had letters. That's how big the number was. That's what Esau decided to give up for an uncooked portion of stew. Okay, it's ridiculous. All right. You finished reading 6, nephew?
Concert.
All right, go ahead. Let's get back into it. Genesis 37. What we was at? 30. No, we was at 39, 36, and what 39?
And 39 out of 1.
All right, let's go.
And Baal-Hanan, verse 39. And Baal-Hanan, the son of Akbar, died, and Hadar reigned in his stead. And the name of his city was Paul. And his wife's name was Mahatabel, Mahitabel, the daughter of Matred, the daughter of Mazahab.
All right, just drop down to verse 43.
Verse 43. Duke Magdal, Duke Iram. These be the dukes of Edom.
All right. So these are all the chiefs, all the Alawapium, right, of the house of Esau. Okay. Right. So the reason why this is important for us to know is because this culture, right, is our culture. All right. So there have always been chiefs of tribes. right? Which lets you know, I mean, even in your family, the reason why there's reverence for the elders is because of this structure. And everybody know, even amongst all the elders, there's that one elder. You know what I'm saying? Like prime example. You know what I'm saying? My grandmother, Catherine McDonald, you know what I'm saying? Everybody call her Mama Cat, right? You understand? Because even my second and third cousins, who are my grandmother's siblings, grandchildren, turn to my grandmother. Because my grandmother wears wears that hat in my family. You know what I'm saying? And my grandfather, you know what I'm saying, Papa Charles, you feel me? He was the chief because he was married to my grandmother. You know what I'm saying? And everybody looked to them, right? Every time we had a family reunion, it was on their land, which everybody calls our family's land. You know what I'm saying? So all elders are not created equal, because my grandmother's Uncle Doris, he was a drunk. He was the known drunk in the family. So much so I used to fear Uncle Doris. You know, when I was a kid, one time he was like, "Boy, you been out there playing basketball. You look thirsty." I was like, "I am thirsty, Uncle Doris." He took his beer, he poured it on my head and said, "Here, have a drink." You know what I'm saying? Can you imagine a child? You know what I'm saying? I hated beer from that point all the way till I was almost 25 because of what Uncle Doris did to me as a child. I hated the smell of beer because I hated Uncle Doris. You know what I'm saying? Because of what he did to me. You understand? So all elders are not created equal, right? So this is our culture, right? And I'm showing you this because our Native American brethren, they've kept that. You know what I'm saying? Even our so-called Hispanic brethren, to a certain standpoint, you know what I'm saying, in their family structure, they've kept that, right? And our culture, as far as so-called Black Americans, we're walking away from that, right? What the scripture say? You got to do what to take the house? What the scripture say? You got to bind the strong man, right? When all the strong men are going, there aren't any strong women. You understand? Because your woman is a direct reflection of you. You understand? The reason why strip clubs is at an all-time high is because that's what the men want. They want whores. You understand? If there were no men going to the strip club, we'd be out here, it'd be looking like the 1900s again. You know what I'm saying? All the women looking modest and covered up, you know what I'm saying? Everybody looking like they work for HR, you know what I'm saying, when they go to the club. You understand? All right. All right, let's jump into chapter 37.
Chapter 37. And Jacob dwelled in the land wherein his father was a stranger, in the land of Canaan. Verse 2. These are the generations of Jacob. Joseph.
All right, so one thing that you got to understand is Jacob inherited what? Go ahead.
The covenant with God.
Okay, read verse 37 and 1 again. And while he reading that, Malachi, give me Genesis 17 and 8. Sapar, give me Genesis 22 and 4. And Yeshaya Baba Kashah, if you could, give me Genesis 36 and 7. Read verse 1 again.
And Jacob dwelt in the land wherein his father was a stranger, in the land of Canaan.
So what did Jacob inherit?
The land of Canaan.
Okay.
The land wherein his father was a stranger.
Okay. Give me whoever got 17 and 8, read that. Give Malachi the mic.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 17, verse 8. And I will give unto thee and to thy seed after thee the land wherein thou art a stranger.
All right, so this is the Lord talking to Abraham. All right, and this is after he told Abraham to leave his father's house in Mesopotamia and to get away from their culture, get away from the gods that they was following. You understand? And he sent them into the land wherein he would be a stranger. It's really the land of his birthright. You understand? Because this is the land of Canaan is actually the land of Shem. You know what I'm saying? But Canaan got tired of being a servant. You understand? And he just went on a rampage, killing people and taking land. Right. So that's why that's known as the land of Canaan. Okay. So what did he say, nephew?
And I will give unto thee and to thy seed after thee the land wherein.
So did it just stop with Abraham?
La.
All right. Who's the seed that's after Abraham?
Isaac.
Okay. Somebody give me the next scripture I asked for. Genesis 28 and 4. All right. So let's find out what he said to Isaac. So remember, in the land and where Abraham dwelt, he was called a what?
Stranger.
What was what did the strangers call Abraham? Go ahead. No, I'm talking to you. You cut this up.
A king.
Not a king.
A prince.
A mighty prince. You understand? Because their king was Abimelech, right? So they couldn't call Abraham the king, even though Abraham, when he rode, he was, I mean, I can't say the word, that he was that brother. You know, I gotta follow the new rules and regulations. You know what I'm saying? All right. Go ahead, support.
Genesis chapter 28 and verse 4. And give thee a blessing of Abraham to thee and to thy seed with thee, that thou mayest inherit the land wherein thou art a stranger, which God gave unto Abraham.
You understand? So what you said is absolutely right. You know what I'm saying? The Lord gave him the land of Canaan, but what was the reason why the Lord gave him the land of Canaan?
Oh, because he promised it to Abraham.
Well, I'm talking about Abraham. Why did the Lord give Abraham the land of Canaan?
Because he hearkened to his voice and he did his command.
Yes, but that ain't it.
Oh,
who does Abraham come from? What lineage is Abraham? Go ahead, support.
Chaldeans.
You talking about Chaldeans? Yeah, Chaldeans. But okay, everybody on the earth is characterized off of 3 patriarchs. Who are they? Everybody in the world today is a descendant of 3 people. Who are they? Okay, so who does Abraham come from? He comes from Shem, right? So why did the Lord give Abraham that land? What is it about Shem?
He blessed him.
Right. The Lord blessed Shem, right? So when they came off that boat, Noah said, "Blessed be the Lord God of Shem."
Right.
You understand? And Japheth would dwell under the tents of Shem, right? And Ham's firstborn son would be a servant unto his brothers. You understand? All right, because of what Ham did, right? So Abraham is of the royal lineage of the line of Shem, right? Because remember, when Abraham came on the scene, there was a Shemite that went to war with everybody to take back over the land that Canaan stole, right? But the Lord ain't choose you. You understand? So when Abraham rolled on the scene, that boy had to get that guillotine. Boy had to get up out of here. You not the chosen one. I am. You understand? All right. So the Lord gave that land back to the land of Shem, back to Abraham, and that land fell to Isaac. Right. And now read what you got, Yeshaya.
God. Genesis chapter 36, verse 7. For their riches were more than that they might dwell together, and the land wherein they were strangers could not bear them because of their cattle.
You understand? The land of Canaan could not hold their cattle, all right? You understand? Where they were in Bethel, it couldn't hold them because they had grown so powerful from Abraham, and the Lord had done everything that he said that he was going to do. You understand? So Esau, because he's the firstborn, the Lord, just like he did the same thing that he did for Ishmael, right? He gave him his own land, right? So, but the lot that's given to Abraham, that's given to Isaac, is now given to Jacob, right? Which is the land of Canaan. All right. Verse 2 in 37, in chapter 37 in Genesis.
Verse 2. These are the generations of Jacob. Joseph, being 17 years old, was feeding the flock with his brethren, and the lad was with the sons of Bilhah, and with the sons of Zilpah, his father's wives. And Joseph brought unto his father their evil report.
Okay. All right. Now, Joseph is the younger of his brothers, right? What is Joseph doing right now that when we was all kids, you know what I'm saying, we ain't like? He doing what? He snitching. He tattletelling. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? All right. So what I want? Give me
but Israel loved it when he do that.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
His eyes and ears.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like he want the report because he know his son. He already, two of his sons already killers. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like the entire land of Canaan, right, is afraid of Israel because of two of his sons. He was like, damn, two of his sons wiped out a whole town. It's 13 of them, including the daddy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If two of them can wipe out a whole town, what can 13 of them do? And that's not including his servants that's trained in war. Because remember, he got the same servants that come from the house of Abraham. And you know, Abraham had them dogs. When they went and got Lot, they took no prisoners and showed no mercy. They killed everybody and took the entire town of Sodom back to Sodom. You understand? So that means since Abraham, that entire household been trained in them hands. That's the line that you come from. You know what I'm saying? That's why you have the mindset that you have. That's why respect is so huge in the Black, Hispanic, and Native American community, because we're royalty. All right. We don't, you can't threaten or jeopardize our honor or integrity because we are regal, we are royal. You know what I'm saying? That's why you don't let nobody handle you any type of way. That's why you want to shoot your brother when he step on your shoes. You know what I'm saying? Because you think your brother a peasant and you got the mindset of a royal, but you got the right, you got the zeal. It's just not according to knowledge. You understand? All right. But yeah, Joseph around here being a tattletale. You know what I'm saying? Being a talebearer up and down on his brothers. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, keep reading. Verse 3.
Verse 3. Now Israel loved Joseph more than all his children.
Wait, brother. Wait. Say what?
Now Israel loved Joseph more than all his children, because he was the son of his old age, and he made him a coat of many colors.
Now let me ask y'all a question for those that's been rocking with me since the beginning, right? Does this what Israel is doing? Does this sound familiar?
Right.
Okay, I'm gonna go with the hand that rose up first. Go ahead. Go ahead. You got this. Rachel. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He doing the same thing that he was doing with his mama. You know what I'm saying? And it's almost, and he got the mind. It really go back to Abraham. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because Abraham, you know, he didn't bear kids until he was 100 years old. You know what I'm saying? So he loved Joseph even more because of two reasons. One, because it came from the wife that he loved and she was barren for so long, right? And then two, he's like, man, see, they counted the old dog out, but I still got some new tricks in me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He bared a young son at an old age. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? He's like, well, I'm still young in these loins. Boy, what you talking about? Right. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Yeah. So, but he's making a mistake that he hasn't learned from. What is that mistake? Go ahead.
Playing favorites, I want.
Playing favoritism. Let's go ahead and read it. Give me Malachi, you hold where you got your cards out. Malachi, you give me Genesis 30 and 22, and you're gonna read the 24. And we gonna walk down from history just by reading this. You gonna know what's about to happen. Go ahead, nephew.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 30, verse 22.
Mm-hmm.
And God remembered Rachel, and God hearkened to her, and opened her womb.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 23. And she conceived,
Mm-hmm.
and bare a son, and said, God hath taken away my reproach. Verse 24. And she called his name Joseph, and said, the Lord shall add to me another son.
You know what I'm saying? Look, so just like we talked about, right? You know what I'm saying? This what was the reason that I said one of the reasons why I said unfortunately Rachel died. Anybody remember from class? Ikaza, give it a shot.
She was ungrateful.
Right. Instead of focusing on the blessing that she's been wanting for a long time, what was the first thing that she said? Go ahead.
She said that God bless her with another son.
Right. You know what I'm saying? This is why it's so important to be content. Now, a child is a blessing. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes you have to be content with the blessings that the Lord gives you. Right? Because I mean, yeah, you know, you may have a 2-bedroom apartment, but your homeboy might have a 4-bedroom house. And I know that house with that huge backyard and that driveway and that man cave that he got, it sure look tempting. But when you break it down, y'all still got the same amount of food in the refrigerator. You know what I'm saying? You know, y'all both still struggling to pay the car note. You know what I'm saying? One person heaven is another person hell. You know that old saying, you showed me a beautiful woman, I'll show you a man that's tired of her. You know what I'm saying? So it is very important to be content and happy where you are and be a good steward over what you have. And when you do that, the Lord will naturally broaden your border. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta first pass this level, right? She hadn't even put the baby to her teeth, and she was talking about the newborn that was being born. You know what I'm saying? So, but Jacob loved Rachel, right? And because he loved Rachel, what happened? Because he showed favoritism to Rachel, what happened?
The Lord had closed her womb.
The Lord did what?
Closed her womb.
And did what?
And opened up Leah's. And
opened up the womb of Leah's, right? Okay. And then when she saw Leah, you know what I'm saying, was having kids, what did Rachel do?
She used
before that. What did she say to Jacob? This is actually the heaviest part of the story. Go ahead.
Give me another son.
No, how should she get another son if she ain't never had a son?
Rachel?
That ain't what Rachel said. She didn't say, give me another son.
She said, why? Dang, it was like when he said, I can't do this. You know, I'm not God.
Okay, yeah, but she said, give me a child. You know what I'm saying? She's about
another son.
Yeah, child. He was like, what am I, God? You know what I'm saying? Like, and because like when Leah got a son, she was like, finally, my husband will love me because I've given him a firstborn son. Rachel already had his love. Love wasn't enough. See, this has been her spirit the entire time, right? And then when she finally get a son, one son ain't enough. And anybody that didn't had children know one child is enough. You know, if you blessed to have more, it's a blessing. But one child is more than enough. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? And then, but what ended up happening was she made her situation perpetually worse. She was like, okay, I'm gonna give you Bilhah so I can have children via proxy. You understand? And then what happened when she did that? Anybody? Go ahead.
Then Leah gave her concubine.
Leah was like, oh hell no, you got me messed up.
Right.
I got maid servants too.
Right.
So Jacob went from having 2 wives to 4 real quick.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
From having 2 kids to 12 real quick.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You feel me? All because his wife wasn't content with his love.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This is a huge lesson. Not only that Rachel had learned the hard way, but now Jacob didn't learn from his lesson the first time because he's repeating the exact same thing again with his children. And not only with a different, he's doing it with the child from the woman that he quote unquote loved. You know what I'm saying? As a man, you know what I'm saying? If you have multiple wives, treat them equally. If you have multiple children, treat them equally. If you got kids in school and you able to go on field trips with the kids at their school, you go to one field trip with one kid and the kid come home, daddy, he went to a field trip with me and all of this stuff. How you think the other kid feel? Well, daddy ain't never went on no field trip with me at my school. You know what I'm saying? If you go to one child school and you bring them Chick-fil-A and have lunch with them during their lunch period, which you should do the same thing to the other one. You understand? Not only did it say, and Jacob loved Joseph, his brothers already don't like him because he a tattletale. You know what I'm saying? Now you showing them favoritism, and you bought this nigga a new coat. Slacky, I was supposed to say that word. And you bought him a brand new coat. You know what I'm saying? We didn't have to wear. I've been look. I'm Vanessa. I've been wearing Ruben's hand-me-downs. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got a new coat ever. You know what I'm saying? You give the new coats to Ruben, Jacob get them. You know what I'm saying? Then Levi get them. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting 4th generation hand-me-downs. And you give Joseph a new coat. And then not only is it just a coat, you give him a coat of many colors. You know, you just give us these mute earth greens. You give us this maroon. You know what I'm saying? You give us the camel hide. I ain't never seen no coat of many colors. When you weave that, Pop? And then you made it. I ain't never got no coat that you made. You causing division amongst the kids off rip. Just like you caused division amongst your wives. You know what I'm saying? And this is a heavy point because if you do not learn your lesson, the Lord gonna keep bringing it to your door until you learn. Because this is still in Jacob's lifetime. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like he dealing with the same stuff Abraham. I mean, he did deal with the same stuff Abraham dealt with. He dealt with the same stuff Isaac dealt with. But we're not talking about generational curses. We talking about a lesson that you didn't learn within your lifetime. The Lord gonna keep bringing it to your door until you learn from it. You understand? Keep reading.
Verse 4. And when his brethren saw that their father loved him more than all his brethren, they hated him and could not speak peaceably unto him.
You understand? The same beef that was between Rachel and Leah that brought Bilhah and what's the other one name? Zilpah in the mix is the same beef in the kids.
Right.
Because Jacob, the head of the household, is doing the exact same thing.
That's right.
You understand? It starts with you, brother. You are the one that sowed seeds of discord in your house. You know what I'm saying? You not keeping your word is what sows seeds in your house. You know what I'm saying? Like, you not doing what you supposed to be doing is what sows seeds of discord in your house. You know what I'm saying? If you having your house live up to this expectation, and then it get found out that you over here living this type of expectation, how you think your wife's gonna feel? How you think your wife gonna look at you? You know what I'm saying? How you think your kids gonna look at you? You know what I'm saying? Like if you told your kids never to do drugs, and then your son happened to be rolling with one of his partners to go serve his customer, then they pull up and they find out the customer is you, how you think your son gonna feel? You know what I'm saying? Your son you'll never be the you'll never be the Superman dad again. You know what I'm saying? You will be shameful in the eyes of your children because you're not living up to the status and the quote that you want your kids to live up to. You understand? So it starts with you. You got to always remember that. You understand? Your children see everything. Best believe your wives or your wife sees everything. You understand?
Right.
Keep reading.
Verse 5. And Joseph dreamed a dream, and he told it his brethren, and they hated him yet the more.
All right. So one thing that you got to understand is discernment, right?
Right.
So his brothers already hated him because he was already a tattletale. The younger brother is normally always a tattletale, or the younger sibling is always a tattletale. You know what I'm saying? Okay. They hated him because he was daddy's favorite. And this nigga got a brand new coat and everybody else been wearing hand-me-downs. Right? Now, this Negro having dreams too. I can't win. He get everything. He getting dreams. I ain't never had no dream. You know what I'm saying? The only dream that I had is that daddy won't wake me up at 5 o'clock in the morning talking about go feed the goats. You know what I'm saying? He getting dreams and aspirations of life. What is life? You know what I'm saying? My life is by. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? My life is all of these sheep and goats that I got to make sure don't get killed by wolves because I'm going to get killed by my daddy. You know what I'm saying? He talking about he having dreams. You know what I'm saying? You know what dream I had? That I would get a new coat, but I never got it because you got it. You know what I'm saying? You know, like, bro, just think about that. You like it's 12 of y'all. You like the 5th or the 6th siblings. I mean, like you like the middle child, right? You ain't never got nothing new. And then, all the backpack shit you done got, the books that you done got. I mean, when you got the kids' books to read, pages was falling out of them. You know what I'm saying? And then your younger sibling hit 5. You know what I'm saying? It's time to go to school. He got brand new J's. You know what I'm saying? He got a fresh fit for school. You know what I'm saying? And you like, oh, how the mighty have fallen. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never seen a new nothing not in life. You know what I'm saying? And you gon' come on, man. You know what I'm saying? I can't even get a new car. I gotta ride to school with my older brother, and we all gotta share a vehicle. You know what I'm saying? Imagine that, and then you off in college, you still don't got a car, but he buy your little brother a car. boy, you gonna blow your lid when you get home. You know what I'm saying? You come home from college and you see a brand new Mustang in the drive, like, man, Pop, why you ain't tell me you ain't get a new car? Oh, that ain't my car. That's your little brother's car. Nigga, what? You know what I'm saying? You brought this joker a car. I done got straight A's my entire life. I done made the dean's list since I done been in college. I'm about to graduate with honors and go on to get my master's. You know what I'm saying? I still ain't got a brand new car. And you bought this boy a brand new car? Boy, come on, man. Keep reading.
Verse
6.
Verse 6. No, verse 7 out of 1.
No,
he
you ain't
dreamed
say,
a dream.
You ain't read verse 6.
Okay. And he said unto them, Hear, I pray you, this dream which I have dreamed. Salakia out of 1.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know you ain't read
it. Verse 7. For behold, we were binding sheaves in the field, and lo, my sheaf arose.
Anybody know what a sheaf is? Anybody know what a sheaf is? Boy, you got some family, some agriculture somewhere, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a bale of wheat. You know what I'm saying? It almost looked like a teepee. You know what I'm saying? And the grain heads fall over. I mean, if you look it up, you didn't seen it before. You know what I'm saying? All right, go ahead.
And my sheaf arose and also stood upright, and behold, your sheep stood around about.
So wait. So you telling me, right? This nigga already a tattletale, a snitch. He daddy favorite. You know what I'm saying? He got a brand new coat, and he having a dream that he bigger than us, that he larger than life, and that we smaller than him. Oh, nigga, you gonna catch these hands? You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Keep reading.
And made obeisance to my sheaf.
All right. Does anybody know what obeisance means? Blow my mind. It rhymes. It literally rhymes with the word. What is obedience? Damn, I almost said it.
Oh, damn.
Right. Basically, obedience. It means it bowed down. Right. It bowed down to his sheep. All right. Keep reading.
Verse 8. And his brethren said to him, Shalt thou indeed reign over us?
He's like, so now you reigning over us. You already got a new coat. You already daddy favorite. You already snitching over us. So now you telling us you gonna reign over us now. Keep reading.
Or shalt thou indeed have dominion over us? And they hated him yet the more for his dreams and for his words.
All right, what is Joseph? Let's learn a lesson from Joseph. What is Joseph doing wrong? He doing what? Get that brother a hand. You know what I'm saying? Let me get a couple of precepts. What you got, sis? Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. So let's all learn a lesson from Joseph. Somebody give me Proverbs 9 and 11. Somebody give me 1 Corinthians 1 and 12. And we gonna bust it down to 20. All right. All right. So somebody give me Proverbs 29 and 11 first. What that say?
29?
29 and 11.
Proverbs 11. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 29, verse 11. A fool uttereth all his mind.
Oh, what? A what?
A fool uttereth all his mind. But a wise man keepeth it in till afterwards.
You know what I'm saying? So basically, shut the hell up. You know what I'm saying? Joseph around here saying, yeah, hey guys, I like this new coat I got. Daddy got it for me. You know what I'm saying? You know, then he running and snitching on his brothers to his daddy. You know what I'm saying? Instead of holding the chest, well, they ain't doing nothing crazy. Yeah, they ain't killing nobody today. You know what I'm saying? You know, go ahead, sis. Mm-hmm. Right. Or like my cousin, because I would well at one point I was the little cousin. I ain't the littlest of my cousins, right? And they used to say I was a tattletale, right? So they used to play this game called the Black Man, right? They would be like, they would tell you, you want to see the black man. So I ain't never heard this game before. I'm coming to visit my cousins in Beaumont. You know what I'm saying? They was like, grandma was like, now, if JJ and Braxton get in anything, you come back and tell me now. I'm like, okay, grandma, I got you. You know what I'm saying? So we get back to the house. They done gone up the street where they ain't supposed to go. You know what I'm saying? Like grandma, Braxton and JJ, they were like, okay. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking to grandma, they all in the back playing this game. I hear everybody talking about the black man, black man, black man, black man, black. I'm like, what's the black man? It was like, oh, you want to play the black man? I'm like, yeah, what's the black man? You know what I'm saying? Because when they hit you, you go black. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? You know what I'm saying? I had some evil cousins, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I was the black man. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? hey, stitches get what? Stitches. You know what I'm saying? Stitches get stitches. You feel me? So a fool utters his whole mind, but a wise man does what?
Keep it until afterwards.
Keep it until afterwards, right? Learn the whole matter. Don't just utter everything, right? Who got the next one for me? Hold on, somebody asked the question. Somebody said, how can you love two women the same way when they're two different people? Would it be fair to say you love them both differently? You love each person, but you treat them the same. So when I say this, right? So like I'm talking about tangibly. So if you take one on vacation, you take another on vacation. If you go on a date with one, you go on a date with the other one, right? You don't just be heavily loaded on one side because the other side's gonna end up resenting you. And then sister said, so the wife that is not treated equally can know that the Most High will deal with her husband. I wouldn't say that, sis. You know what I'm saying? Because all right, so if you're in a righteous marriage, right? Now understand this, anything that befalls your husband befalls you. You know what I'm saying? Because anything, because your husband's the head, right? So like prime example, if you mess up, right, the Lord will just deal with you. And we're talking about sin, right? Now, if your husband sin, the gravity of the sin, it falls on the entire household, right? So you wouldn't pray that the Lord deal with your husband. You know what I'm saying? This ain't voodoo, this ain't witchcraft. You know what I'm saying? But you would pray to the Lord, just like all sisters, you know what I'm saying, in the Bible did, that the Lord would hear your plight and hear your plea, right? You know what I'm saying? And that your husband will love you. You know what I'm saying? And that's what Leah wanted, and what the Lord ended up doing, because Jacob was showing favoritism. He closed Rachel's womb and opened up Leah's. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it could be something like that could happen, but that's the Lord, and whatever the Lord decides to do. But your prayers should always be to the Lord, but it shouldn't be for harm to come to your husband. All right. Somebody read what I asked for. That was what was it? 1 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 20.
Con, I don't want con. This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 12.
I'm sorry, 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 12. Salaki.
1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 12.
Mm-hmm.
Now this I say, that every one of you said, I am of Paul, and I of Apollos, and I of Cephas, and I of Christ.
Hold on 1 second, bro. I want to make sure. Might have been 2 Corinthians. Hold on. 1 Corinthians. No, that ain't it. It's hold on. I got you. 1 second. I got you. Give me 1 second. Yeah, my bad. It was 1 Corinthians 12, Yeshaya. Yeah, 1 Corinthians 12.
12:1.
Yeah, start at 12:1. No, I don't want to go back that far. I want you to start at 11.
1 Corinthians chapter
But
12.
you are right, Yakata. One is an excellent place to start because it's talking about spiritual gifts. Now people be not feeling, because this person got dreams and visions, this person got healing, this person can speak tongues. This is what it's talking about, looking at someone else's spiritual gift more than yours, right? That's the basis of this thought. But I want to start here because this is dealing with in line with what his brother's feelings are, right? Go ahead, Yeshai.
Come. 1 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 11. But all these work it that one and the self same spirit, dividing to every man severally as he will.
Okay, so understand that as a father, it is your right to give as you will, right? But understand, all your kids ain't you. Okay, they all have a piece of you. Y'all got a piece of your wife. You know what I'm saying? And 9 times out of 10, when fathers see a son that's